Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is Shimaila. Today I would like to talk about how to fill in the blanks. This test is taken from academic book 16 and this is the first test. So here are some tips and techniques to solve the fill in the blanks. Firstly, we read the main heading. Main heading is why we need to protect polar bears. So all these information in this paragraph is about why we need to protect the polar bears. Next we read the question number 8 to 13. Complete the table below. Choose one word only from the passage for each answer. If we write the two words or more than one word, then our answer is totally false. So we'll have to look carefully in this sentence. In this word, one word only mean we have to write only one word. So the next is the reasons why polar bears should be protected. So we read the first question. First question is people think of bears as unintelligent and dash. Unintelligent, we find the synonyms of these words in this paragraph. Actually, we cannot find the same word as it is because we cannot find it in the same word here because they are given synonyms. So these are in the order. We first read from the first line and find the words synonym. People think of bears as unintelligent. We find the word synonym and unintelligent of the synonym. Humanities, so we use the skimming and scanning techniques. The medical benefits of polar bears for humanities certainly have their importance. Not factor taken into consideration. We tend to want to protect animals we think are intelligent and possess emotion. Here we find the word intelligent, which is the antonyms of unintelligent. So we cannot write possess emotion. Sometimes we make mistakes and we wrote the possess omission, so it is the false answer, such as elephants and primates. Bears on the other hands, they are talking about we think want to protect animals we think are intelligent and possess emotions, such as elephants and primates. Here they are talking about elephants and primates because they say that elephants and primates are intelligent and possess emotions, but the question is talking about bears. So we find the word bears on the other hand seem to be perceived as stupid, and in many stupid is the synonym of unintelligent. So we find the word unintelligent and here is synonym is stupid, and in many cases violent. So the answer would be violent. Here we write the word violent. I think you will be understand. Bears, people think of bears. Seem to be perceived mean people think of bears as unintelligent as unintelligent as stupid is the synonym of unintelligent, and in many cases violent. So we only write the word violent because we cannot write more than one word, so the answer would be violent. The next question is, however, this may not be correct. In Tennoji Zoo, here we find the word in Tennoji Zoo. In this with the help of this keyword we find the answer very quickly and within a minimum time. A bear has been seen using a branch branch. We underline the keyword branch as a mean one. There is only if we find the if we find the vowel words here a and if we find the word the, then there are the answer would be noun. So this is our trick, that if we find a vowel word a and the, or article the, then we a and the, then we here, then the answer would be an, then the answer would be a noun. So we find the word tinoji word. We find the word tinoji zoo. We use we use a male bear called Gogo in Tunisia. Here we find the word Tunujizu. Tunujizu, underline it. Problem: Tunujizu Osaka has been observed making. Has been observed. A bear has been seen using. Has been observed making use of a tool. A tool. Here we find the word use branch as a dash to manipulate his environment. Let's see it again. A male bear called Gogo in Tennoji Zoo, Osaka has even been observed. A bear has been seen, has been observed. There has been observed. Underline it. Here it is. Here, a bear has been using. A bear has been observed, seen and observed. They use the word synonym. We cannot find the same word as it is. Making use of a, seen, using a branch, making use of a tool to manipulate his environment. So the answer would be tool. So we write the word tool here. This allowed him. The bear used a tree branch on manipulate to dislodge a piece of meat. This is the next question. The next question is this allowed him. This allowed him. When they use a branch as a tool, this thing allowed him to knock down. To knock down. We underline it. Knock down some. Hang on a minute. We knock down some dash. Now we write from here. The bear used a tree branch on multiple occasions to dislodge. Knock down. Here is knock down. Knock down is the synonym of dislodged. Dislodged a piece of meat. Knock down. Knock down some dash, a piece of some, mean a piece of meat. Hug on meat. Here we write the word meat. Let's see it again. The bear used a tree branch. Okay, this is the answer of this question. The bear used a tree branch on multiple occasions to dislodge. Dislodge mean to knock down. I am saying again and again in the fill in the blanks. They will not use the same word. They always use the synonym. So this allowed him to knock down. Knock down mean dislodge a piece of meat, some meat. So here we write the word meat, meat. So the next question is question number 11. A wild polar bear worked out a method of reaching. We underline the word. We underline the keywords. A wild polar bear. A wild polar bear worked out. Worked out. Underline the worked out. A method of reaching. A method of reaching of a platform. Platform where a dash. Here it is absolutely the noun. Here the answer will be absolutely a noun was located. because if we find the article a and the before the fill in the blanks, then there will be definitely a noun. So a wild polar bear worked out a method. Here we find the word a wild polar bears, a wild polar bear. With the help of keywords, we can find the answer quickly. Problem solving ability has also been witnessed in wild polar bears. Although not as obviously as with Gogo, a calculated move by a male bear involved running and jumping onto barrels. For example, Ames observed bears putting objects in piles. We left these lines. A calculated move by a male involved running and jumping onto bears in an attempt. Here the word used worked out. The word used bear involved running and jumping. Running onto barrels in an attempt. Attempt synonym reaching. Reaching to get to a photographer. Standing on a platform. A method of reaching a platform. Here they an attempt to get a photographer standing on a platform for 4 meters high was where a dash located. A wild polar bears worked out mean running and jumping. An attempt reaching. A reaching synonym is attempt to get a photographer reaching a platform where a dash. Here we find the word platform. Platform is located here. Standing located. We find the word located, and here is standing. All these synonyms are matching with different words, but we cannot find the photographer word here. So a wild polar bears, we find the wild polar bears running and jumping worked out, and then a method of reaching, an attempt to get a photographer reaching platform is here, was located, standing. So only photographer is missed, and we write here photographer, PHOTOGRAPHER. Here we'll find the word photographer because all these words are meeting with these keywords, but only photographer is missed, so we write the photographer is here. The next question is, polar bears have display behavior such as conscious manipulation of object and activity. Similar. We've underlined the keyword similar. We underline the keywords. Polar bear have displayed behavior such as, like that, conscious manipulation of objects and activity. Similar, like to. Similar mean like to a dash. Here it will be also a noun. So we read from here. In other studies such as polar bears showed, polar bears displayed. Polar bear displayed mean showed. Displayed is the synonym of showed. Showed deliberate displayed behavior. Showed deliberate and focused manipulation. Here behavior such as conscious manipulation. So the conscious manipulation mean focused manipulation. These example, okay, for example, Ames observed bears putting objects. We find the word objects. Here is object. Similar word is object in piles, and then knocking them over in what appeared to be a game. Appeared over in what appeared mean activity similar to a game. So here the answer would be game. Now we see it again. In other studies, such as polar bears, showed deliberate and focused manipulation. Polar bears have displayed behavior such as conscious manipulation. Conscious mean focused manipulation. We find the word focused in the place of conscious behavior. For example, observed bears putting object. For example, such as we find the word for example at the place of such as. Observed bears putting objects. Here the word is object and activity in piles and then knocking them over in what appear to be a game and activities similar to a game. What appeared means similar. Here is the word similar is the synonym of what appeared to be a game. So the next question is, bears may also display emotions. We find the word emotions here. As for emotions, we find the word emotions here. As for the emotions, okay, as for the emotions, we find the word emotions. For example, we did the question number 13. They may make movements suggesting dash if disappointed when hurting. They may make movements. We underline the word movements. Suggesting if disappointed when hurting. When they have not found any animal to hunt, then they disappointed, and movements suggesting as for emotions. While the evidence is once again, many bears have been seen to hit out at ice and snow, seemingly out of frustrations. First line is as for emotions. Many bears have been seen to hit out at ice and snow. Seemingly out of. Seemingly means suggesting out of frustration when they have just missed out on a kill. When they missed any animal for hunt, then they react as a frustration. So the answer would be frustration. They may make movements. While the evidence is once again, many bears have been seen to hit out and ice and snow, seemingly suggesting frustration, out of frustration when they have just missed out on a kill, if disappointing when hunting. These are the line of this. When they just missed out on a kill, they paraphrase this line with the help of these words. So there are these were some tips and tricks that I discussed with you. I hope you liked my video. If you like my video, please subscribe my channel